Hi everyone, day 17 of my 77-day live video challenge, Heart and Soul with Evelyn. I'm in my father's fatigues again. There are a few things I didn't know yesterday and I found out the answers today, so I thought I would share them. One of the things I spoke about yesterday were these dog tags. So when my father passed away, me and my brother, eldest brother, we went and we looked for his dog tags because we really wanted to have them. We wanted one for him and one for me. So in the process of me looking for his dog tags, we actually found another dog tag and it had my name on it. And I didn't know why, but I grabbed it and I've always wondered about it. So I asked my eldest brother today and he reminded me that when we were living in Germany in the 60s, this was the late 60s, all of the dependent children, we of Army servicemen, we were given dog tags. I guess we had them around our neck. So if maybe we were separated from our parents or it was just kind of like our identification. So, because he remembers having one as well. He didn't remember having it when we went back to Germany in the 70s, but he definitely remembered when we were first living there in the 60s. So he's 5 years older than me. So that is why I had the dog tag. It was like an identification that when we got on the base, I guess that they could check that the children belonged to the serviceman. So I mean, now another thing, it's so interesting. Whenever I do these lives, I always have people try to ring me. Anyways, there you go. So another thing I was trying to remember is what MOS meant. So I found out what MOS meant. MOS, because you'd hear that all the time. Soldiers would talk to each other, oh, what's your MOS, what's your MOS? And that actually stood for Military Occupational Specialty, and that was a specific job that you did. Depending on what job you did would depend on the companies that you were a part of. So my father, he was a part of the, he was a part of the 101st Airborne Division. He was actually a mechanic. And also he was part of the first Cav as well. So those are the patches that were on his uniform. This is the fatigues that he wore when he just worked every day. And they had different uniforms for different sort of events. Another thing is they would also have their ranks on their lapels. So my father was an E8 right when he retired. And that is an E8 symbol right there. Also, interestingly enough, is that Jimi Hendrix was in the 101st Airborne Division as well, like my father, only for a short while. And then, of course, he became a famous guitarist. Elvis Presley, he was also part of another company, and that company was the 32nd 3rd Armored Division, the same company as my eldest brother. So I thought that was quite interesting. Another thing I found is military families, they usually have their children will join as well. And it's shown that recent reports show that 80% of U.S. troops, they have some sort of family military connection. And I know that's true for my family. My sister joined the Army. My brother joined the Army. I've got lots of uncles and cousins who've also joined the U.S. Army. So yes, it's great. And it's so good to see people online. Hi, Lou. I hope you had a great day. Another thing that I found really interesting being a military brat is that we had one passport. Because of our ages, and you're going to find this really interesting, is, there you go. There is my mom with the 4 of us. So I think maybe we weren't allowed to have a passport, maybe until we were, I'll have to check on that. That's another thing I'll have to check on tomorrow. But yes, this was our passport. So we had to stay with our mom the whole time. And I think my brother and sister, my brother's 5 years older than me, so I look like I'm about 3 here. So he would have been 8. So I think maybe under 10, you had to be in the same passport as your mom. So I found that quite interesting. And look, it's green. It's not blue like most of the passports are. So that might have symbolized the army. So I thought this would be a quick video. I wanted to clarify the dog tags, because I actually didn't know. I didn't realize that we had these dog tags when we were living in Germany in the 60s. That's, my brother shared that with me. We used to have to carry them. They were like our IDs. And then when we went back to America, of course, we had just one passport. And this was also the 60s, 70s. So we had the one passport. And it was an army passport. And my mom and the 4 kids. Now, if there's anyone out there who is watching this, maybe a bit later, who was a military brat, whose photo was in the passport with their mom, let me know, because I want to know if you might have the passport and if maybe you also have a dog tag. So thank you so much. This is Evelyn, Heart and Soul with Evelyn, day 17 of my live 77 video challenge. Thank you so much.